When you're doing a giant declutter, do you find yourself getting distracted in every different area of your house? Let's say you are decluttering your bathroom, and as you go through, you realize you have some things that don't belong in your bathroom. Or maybe you need cleaning products. So you go either put the things away or go grab those cleaning products only to realize that the new space is no longer organized. Maybe it never was organized at all. So instead of grabbing those cleaning products or putting those other things away, you end up starting another organizing project. But your bathroom still isn't finished. It's not fully organized and you aren't happy with it. But you've already started on another project because you noticed it was kind of out of control. And this can just continue to happen over and over and over again because your brain is so overwhelmed with all of the projects you want to do. And as you go looking for items or things that you need in your space to either organize it or remove it, you start to notice more and more of what you need to finish or fix. And so you get so overwhelmed that by the end of the day, your house is completely torn apart. You're so overwhelmed that you just shove all the stuff, put it away, and say, I'll deal with it later. If that sounds like you could really benefit from creating a Declutter Caddy toolkit. This toolkit is just like a cleaning caddy. Doesn't it make it easier when you have all of your cleaning products in one caddy where you can carry it around from room to room as you clean? I find it so effective to have a declutter caddy as well. So what is in a declutter caddy? I am going to walk you through my Declutter Caddy toolkit. So this toolkit was created when I was working in homes with clients. So I would come with my giant professional organizing bag. It was giant, massive. I had all the things in it. So we could easily organize an entire kitchen, pantry, closet, playroom without having to run out to grab supplies. Then the pandemic hit and everyone was trying to declutter at home. But they didn't have my giant bag of all the supplies while they were organizing and decluttering. Instead, they were just hopping around from room to really organize and declutter. So I got messages, I got questions, I got calls. What do you do? How are you so magical? And what can I do in my home to recreate that magic? Well, I started to think. I always come with a giant bag with all the things in it. We have everything. We have cleaning supplies, markers, Post-it notes, scissors, label makers, fancy labels, regular labels. We have Gooby Gone. We have like literally everything you could possibly need. And because of that, we were able to organize and declutter spaces so much more efficiently. So I started to compile a list of all of the things that I had in my professional organizing bag. And then I told my clients to create a Declutter Caddy using those same items in a caddy, a tote, a baggie, whatever they had, so they could stay focused while they were organizing their spaces. And it turned out that using a Declutter Caddy helped keep over 90% of the people inquiring about how to organize stayed organized because they had a Declutter Caddy. So that is where the Declutter Caddy toolkit came from. So no, you do not need the Declutter Caddy toolkit in order to create a Declutter Caddy. I know, right? How am I going to sell you on this? Well, here's the thing. The reason why I created this is because it's not always easy for everyone to think of the things that you need inside the Declutter Caddy and to generate those types of things. So I'm going to walk you through what's inside the Declutter Caddy toolkit so you can decide if what's included in the caddy will support you while you declutter. We start with an overview of the Declutter Caddy, and it just kind of guides you through how to create it, what you should need, how you should think through the process of grabbing and putting in items into your Declutter Caddy. There's also a checklist that you can use to keep in your caddy, especially if you take things out and then like need to refill them. I laminate this one, my checklist. I laminate it because I think it is really helpful just to kind of like cross off the things that you have. And then if you need to refill it, you can circle it using a whiteboard marker and then just wipe it off once you refill it. It's like a really quick and easy reminder for like, oh, I need to replace my Post-it notes. I also have checklists that I use and declutter questions that are more in depth than my freebie questions that you can grab where you are watching this video. So these more in-depth questions can really support you as you kind of like guide yourself through the declutter process. I would recommend this if you have a hard time deciding what to keep and what to let go of, and if you like checklists or questions or a combination of both. I keep both the checklist and the questions inside my Declutter Caddy. Also are really fun labels that are sell, keep, donate, or your maybe pile. And I also go through how to decide what to put in your maybe pile. This is like a great pile for clothes. If you are unsure while you are creating your 4 piles, you put in the maybe pile so you can come back to it later, because then the second sweep of all of your stuff, then there is no more maybe. These are labels, you can cut them out, you can print them, laminate them, however you would like to use them. I personally attach each one of these to a paper bag or garbage bag, like I'll tape it to the garbage bag so I know what pile is what. That way nothing is confused as you are decluttering, because I recommend when you declutter that you stay in that room or space until the entire project is done. So anything that doesn't belong in the room should go right outside the door of the room. Don't put anything away. Don't like try and find a new home for that particular item. Just stick it outside the door of the room so that that room, that pantry, that kitchen, bathroom, corner of the living room, whatever it is, you stay in that space until you are completely done organizing, decluttering, tidying, setting it up. You want it completely done before you move on. This way you are focused, you can get in the zone really quick, you can make quicker decisions, and you're gonna feel more confident in that than jumping back and forth between task and something else, task and something else. This will help you stay focused, which is why using labels like this is so incredibly helpful. Also included with the Declutter Caddy are my printable labels. These labels cover everything in the house. And so if you don't have a label maker, I highly recommend grabbing the printable labels. You download them, you can print them off on paper, on sticker paper, and then attach them to bins, bin clips, the baskets, whatever it is that you want to label, you can use those printable labels to label all of that. I strongly recommend using labels on everything. It doesn't matter what the label looks like. The goal is to have it labeled. When you can read what is on a bin, a basket, a container, whatever, even a drawer, the likelihood of you putting it back is significantly higher than you not having it labeled, because you now can read, see, visualize where that particular item goes instead of just trying to like guess. And if multiple people are living in your house, this is the easiest way to ensure that it stays organized, is to keep everything labeled. Drawers, cabinets, shelves, label it all. They will call you an over-labeler, and that is fine. Because when you label, you are going to ensure that the time you spent on organizing is actually going to last, because everyone knows where everything goes. So if this sounds like something that you are super interested in, you want the entire toolkit, you want the Declutter Caddy toolkit, the guide with all of the goodies that come inside and the labels, you can grab that down below where you're watching this video. If you just want labels and you're like, yes, I just need the labels, I know how to do all the other things, fabulous. Down below where you're watching this video, I have all of the labels. I have toy labels, I have pantry labels, I have labels for everything in the whole house. These labels are to ensure that everything stays super organized for you. So I want you to truly look at how you declutter and all of the things that go into your process for organizing. If you find yourself jumping from room to room, space to space, and not actually fully organizing everything, then I would highly recommend grabbing the Declutter Caddy toolkit. It will streamline everything for you so you really don't have to think about how to create the caddy. All you need to think about is doing the actual work, which the caddy helps with. So make sure to go grab that where you're watching this video. Love what you see? Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every Wednesday.